Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we pull back the curtain on big business, and let me tell you, Credo Technology Group Holding Limited might be holding a few secrets in this latest filing. Today we're decoding Credo's latest update, and it seems like they're giving us a sneak peek at their financial health. Before we dive in, if you love getting clear, no-nonsense breakdowns of company reports, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a growing community over on Discord with the link in the description below. So Credo Technology Group Holding Limited is dropping some news on September 3rd, 2025. This kind of report is like a company's status update, telling us what's happening right now. They're a company incorporated in the Cayman Islands, but their ordinary shares are traded on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC under the ticker CRDO. Think of them as a global player. This particular filing is a Form 8K, which companies use to announce major events that shareholders should know about. It's like the news flash of the corporate world. The main reason for this filing is to share their financial results for the quarter that ended on August 2, 2025. They've put out a press release, and that's what we're looking at here. It's always smart to check these releases for the real scoop on how a company is doing. Exhibit 99.1 is the actual press release. This is where we expect to find the juicy numbers, the performance highlights, and maybe some insights into what drove those results. Companies use these releases to control the narrative around their financial performance, so we need to read between the lines. We see that ordinary shares are trading under the symbol CRDO on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC. This is just to confirm they're a publicly traded company, and this is how people can buy and sell their stock. While we're not going to get into contact details, it's good to see they have a US presence with a phone number. This suggests they're actively engaged with the US market. This section just lists what documents are attached to this filing. It's like the table of contents for the supporting evidence. Here we see the key exhibits that are part of this report. The most important one is that press release we already mentioned. And then there's something called an XBRL document. This is a more standardized machine-readable format of financial data that helps investors and analysts crunch numbers more easily. Think of it as digital filing cabinets for financial information. Now, looking at this filing, it's primarily an announcement of their financial results. The actual numbers aren't directly embedded in this 8K form itself, but are in the press release they've attached. Unfortunately, the press release content isn't provided here for us to analyze directly. However, based on past trends with this kind of filing, these results likely cover their revenue, profit, and key financial health indicators. If Credo Technology Group, like most companies, is reporting on their quarterly performance, we typically be looking at things like revenue growth. For example, if their revenue increased by 20%, that would mean they're bringing in about 1/5 more money compared to the same period last year. We'd also check their profit margins, how much of that revenue actually stays as profit after all costs are paid. A shrinking profit margin, even with rising revenue, could signal increased costs or pricing pressure. We'd also want to see how they're managing their debt and cash flow. Are they generating enough cash to run the business and pay their bills? High debt levels can be a warning sign, especially if interest rates are rising. The financial statements would also reveal their assets and liabilities, telling us what they own and what they owe. Without the actual financial tables from the press release, it's hard to give a deep dive on specific numbers. But the fact that they're reporting on August 2nd financial results in early September means they're likely on track with their reporting schedule. This suggests a degree of operational efficiency. From what we can gather from this form alone, Credo Technology Group Holding Limited is a publicly traded company in the tech sector. This 8K filing is their way of keeping investors informed about their financial performance. The key here is that we need to see the actual press release, Exhibit 99.1, to understand the specifics of their financial condition and operations. Now, my take on this filing. Since we don't have the specific financial details, it's tough to give a detailed opinion on Credo's direction. However, the very act of filing an 8K to announce quarterly results is standard practice and essential for transparency. This suggests they are a company that understands and adheres to regulatory requirements. The real story, as always, will be in the numbers within that press release. Are they growing rapidly? Are their profits healthy? Are they managing their expenses well? These are the questions that can only be answered by looking at the financial data itself. Without that, we can only say they've made their required announcement. What's your take on companies using these 8K filings to deliver financial news? Do you think it's enough information, or do you dig into the exhibits like we do? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If this quick look at how companies communicate important updates was helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe for more. And don't forget to join our Discord community, linked in the description for more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Decode.